welcome to Vlogcember. Today is day 14 and I am going to show you today a look with a combination of new to me products and not so new to me products. So let's start. I am going to start with primer, with my go-to primer moisturizer, which is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin C Enriched Base. And I am going to be trying a new foundation today, a new to me. So I do want to moisturize. Well, I moisturize every time, but just especially today. Okay, so I am primed up and moisturized. The foundation that I'm talking about, it is from Burberry. It is the Ultimate Glow in the shade 20 Fair Cool. It's described as a luminous youth infusing serum foundation, and the packaging I love. It's so pretty. I don't know, you're not supposed to shake it because it doesn't sound like you're supposed to shake it. I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to need more squirts. So because they're small. I'm going to apply 4 squirts. I am going to apply the foundation with my Beekeeper Beauty 101 brush. But first, let me put it on my face. I don't know, this is my shade. I had purchased one in the store. Ironically enough, I went to the Nordstrom rack and bought it there. And the shade was, even though I saw it, I couldn't test it, but I saw it and I picked it, and it was darker. It was way dark for me. So I went back online and got a lighter shade, which is this one. So I think this one is a much better shade than the one I used before, definitely. Always, if the shade is a little bit lighter, I could always add bronzer. One shade darker or one shade lighter, I could always, you know, work with it. But in this case, it's I think it's a pretty good match. It was very easy to apply, actually. I do see some glowiness here. I got some in my hair. It is, I think, a low to medium coverage, which I love. So let's go on with the rest of the face. It does have a scent, but not like a fragrance. It's just, it smells like very clean. Maybe a slight fragrance, but it's very subtle. I don't like the way it's sitting on my nose. Like, you can see all my little pores. I'm going to try to fix it with concealer. Otherwise, and it's like a little bit creasing on around the nose. But in the rest of the skin, it's pretty nice. It's pretty glowy. Not too glowy, but there is some radiance there. So I am going to apply now concealer. I'm going to use today the Dior Skin Forever Correct. Not new, but I love this concealer. I am trying a new quad, and I should have done the concealer last, but I forget. I'm just used to doing it this way always, almost all the time, that I forget to apply concealer last. I'm going to use my Beekeeper Beauty A506 concealer brush. Okay, concealer is on. So now I'm going to go right into the quad. I did pick up the 4 Petite Fours from VISEART. And what I'm going to try to do is do a video for each. Instead of doing all 4 in one video, I think it's going to be too much for my eyes. So today I chose the shade Peridot, which of the 4, this is the one that first caught my attention. I love all 4. Let me just show you outside what they look like. I'm not going to swatch them or anything, but let me just show you in case you haven't seen it. This is the Lapis, which is the one that has the blue. And then this one is Bouillon, which is like a really, I think it's perfect for like a night party or a night dinner, a dinner date. I think it's beautiful. And then this one is Garnet, which has the red and the oranges and the gold. This one's beautiful. They're all beautiful. And I'm going to try to do a video for each. I also got the VISEART, the one that's the 8-pan, the 8 shadow palette, the Paris Etoile. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this too. But today, I just decided to do this one. I think it goes well with my shirt, although like I don't necessarily match my makeup to my shirt, but I thought of the 4, this one's like the one that would go better. And it's just really pretty, really beautiful. I'm going to do a swatch in the back of my hand for you guys to see, and we'll go right into the eyeshadow application. I'm not going to powder because this foundation is not requiring it. These Petite Fours don't have a mirror, but the 8-pan does have a small mirror. The VISEART formula is one of my favorite formulas. They are really, I should on the other hand, they are really beautiful. Sometimes they have some fallout, but they blend like a dream. They're so beautiful. So these are the shadows, and it's 1 matte and then like 3 shimmers. So pretty. Green is my favorite color. So today I'm gonna use the Rephr brush number 27. It's a fluffy brush to apply the matte, that transition shade. It does have some fallout, but the brush picks up beautifully. So I'm just gonna apply here all over the lid. I'm gonna go back and apply a little bit more here on the crease where the brow bone starts. That way when my eyes are open you can see my shadows, my eyeshadows, since I have hooded eyes. So I'm just gonna fluff these out, fluff it out. No rough edges here. Okay, I think the left one has a little bit more than the right one, so I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more. I think now they're even. A beautiful matte, perfect, and there's no fallout yet. I'm gonna pick up a Joshiki and I'm gonna use it. It's rounded but it's dense. I think I'm gonna go with this brown one here. There's like kind of like a military green almost. I'm gonna apply that on the outer half and then I'll see how I apply the rest. I haven't decided yet. So a little bit of fallout, so be careful with that. And I'm gonna go slowly. I'm gonna go here in the crease and on the bottom, like on the outer half, do like a V shape kind of. So I chose this brush because I wanted to go precisely like that, make a V shaped, and then buff out the middle. I'm gonna use the rougher brush I used earlier, and I'm going to blend here in the middle, blend them together like a happy family, and here on the edge as well. Just blends so beautifully. Alright, so next I think I'm gonna use, I'm gonna say my finger, but I'm not gonna use my finger. I'm going to use Beekeeper Beauty Brush 206, which is it's also a dense brush, but it's still fluffy enough. I'm going to go in with this color right here and apply it in the inner half. I only picked up a little bit. Look how much. I only swiped it once and look how much it picked up. It's a beautiful color. I am gonna fluff it out here because it's a little bit too intense. But I think it's pretty, like when I open my eyes. Well, the light here is not the perfect, but when I'm looking in the mirror, when I open my eyes, there's a beautiful, kind of like that peacock green. I love the feathers of the peacock. And that's the color, the vibe that I'm getting. So pretty. And then when it comes here in the middle, in some turns of the light, it looks green, blue, yellow. It's so pretty. So beautiful. I think it would also very pretty if I do it the other way around. If I do like that turquoise blue green on the outer half and then to do the brown in the middle, I think that would also look very pretty. Because the more they apply it, the prettier it gets. Like it just takes out, it brings out that green. I know it's green, it's not blue, but it has sparkles like a gold or yellow. It's just beautiful. Okay, since the only matte that I have is that brown one, the light brown that I use for the shade, for the transition, I'm gonna apply it right now in the waterline area. I already have concealer on. I do have some fallout now. Must have been from that blue, that green I mean. I'm gonna get a clean brush, doesn't matter which, and just swipe this off. There's none on this side, just the right eye. Maybe go back with that concealer brush, and if there's any concealer left, it will cover up. Not necessarily cover up, it's just in case that when I swiped it off I took some of the concealer or something. I don't know. I just think that will make it better. Yeah, much better. So now I think I'm gonna use my finger for that peridot. I'm gonna use a tiny brush for the tear duct area. Another one from Joshiki. The one I used before was from Refer number 03, and then now I'm gonna use the Joshiki and get that peridot green and apply it in the tear duct area. Oh my, yes, I just love peridot. It's one of my favorite stones. How pretty that is. Next time I use this palette, I'm just gonna use a peridot. So pretty. I think gives a beautiful touch. I'm gonna go with a clean brush, maybe that same Refer brush. Just swipe it clean a little bit and go back and buff everything out like this and just blend everything That is so pretty. What do you guys think? Maybe a little bit too much for daytime, but I think it's lovely. I think I went a little bit too strong on that on the peridot, but I love it. So now for mascara, I'm not applying a new mascara. I mean, it's relatively new. It's the Rare Beauty mascara, the Perfect Strokes. So it's not a new mascara to me, but it is relatively new. It's wonderful. I've said this before. I think it is the mascara release of the year, in my opinion. It is so beautiful. And I know I've heard some people say that they don't like it, but for the most part, I mean, it has really good reviews online. But I could only speak of my own personal experience, and I could tell you that for me, it is a wonderful mascara. It doesn't clump, it doesn't transfer, it coats every lash, it gives me extensions, it lasts all day. I've done tests of 8, 10, 12 hours. And it lasts all day. It looks almost like 95% the way it looked in the morning. That's how wonderful this mascara is. At least for me. But makeup is subjective to the person, and what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. And that's perfectly fine, because you know, that's one of the things I love about makeup, that you know, we all could have fun with it in different ways. And I believe that no matter how pretty the rest of the makeup is, mascara is what seals the deal. And if you wear lashes, oh, even better. I don't wear falsies, but if you do, with these eyeshadows, these colors, gorgeous. So I think my eyes are done. So now I'm gonna go in with, what am I gonna go in with? Oh, face. This is new to me, and they're pretty new. I think they came out very recent. This is from, or at least these shades, they were out of stock and they came back in stock. That's what happened. They're not really new, but they were back out of stock. It is from Charlotte Tilbury, the Glowgasm, the Beauty Light Wand, the Easy Highlighter, and the High Blush are the two that I got. For bronzer, since I'm going to use a liquid blush and highlighter, I'm going to use a liquid bronzer that is not new, but it's really nice. I'm sticking to the liquids. It's from Chantecaille, the Radiance Gel Bronzer. So that's what I'm going to start with. I am going to just put a little bit around the perimeter of my forehead and my face, and here on the cheeks. It looks scary at first, but trust me, it's gonna work at the end. I'm gonna start with a little bit just in case. Let me do one side first. I'm going to use the Sonia G Smooth Buffer. All these little hairs that get on the way. Like, who called you in? Because all these hairs get in the way. I like to go in a circular motion or a straight motion, but now I'm gonna first go with a circular motion. So there is one half. It's really subtle. It looks very natural, but you can tell the difference, like one side and this side. And there we go, both sides. Again, very subtle. For the highlighter, for the blush, I am going to use first my finger and then the Jumbo Base, it's called. The Jumbo Base from Sonia G. And then the highlighter, I'm going to apply it with my finger. It's the first time me trying this product. Oh, wait, it does bring a applicator. Oh, I'm not going to need a brush then. Let's see. So, I guess because I did swatch it, let me swatch it in the back of my hand. Squeeze it a little bit. Oh, squeeze it or twist it? Twist it. You gotta open it first, and get a little bit. Ooh, I got too much. Let's see. Yeah, it feels really nice. Doesn't have a fragrance. It's kind of like a peachy. I take it a lot, so I'm gonna get just a little bit and apply it here. First, use my finger, and then get a brush. Then take it all the way up and get some of that excess and apply here on the forehead. When you apply it, it gives you like that wet look, but then once you blend it out, it doesn't linger, so it dries up really nicely. And with that same excess that I have here, I'm going to go here to my nose a little bit to give me that flush look. Now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. Okay, I only got a little bit. This is the highlighter. Get a little bit more. There we go. Pretty pigmented. It's like a gold. So I'm gonna do it really slow and go here on the high points of my face I don't need to use it with a brush, just my finger. It blends in very nicely. I'm gonna get some and apply here on the brow bone and on the bridge of my nose. It does dry up fairly quickly, so don't linger on it. Nice, you could always use the applicator that it comes with, but since it's a little bit pigmented for me, I wanted to be careful and use it my finger. I'm gonna put some up here. Very pretty. I like it. Now, final step, I am going to apply lipstick. I do have a few new lipsticks that are like really bright, but I don't want to use a bright shade with this color. I mean, maybe I think I know what color would be perfect for this. I think Chanel Boy will be a nice shade, but I'm gonna stick with the Gucci Linnet Stone, or Linnet Stone. I think it's gonna be perfect for this look. A light orange would be nice too, but I think this is perfect, at least for me now, because when I do like a really like bright dramatic eye look, I like to go with light shades of lipstick. I'm very happy with the way it looks. The foundation looks really nice on the skin here, but here on the nose it does crease up a little bit. Nothing out of this world, nothing uncomfortable, but just a little bit. I had to bring that out to you. The eyeshadows are just gorgeous, as I expected. VISEART has a wonderful eyeshadow formula. The mascara I knew I already love, and the new blush and highlighter from TILBURY are beautiful, and so is the bronzer from Chantecaille, and the lipstick is just gorgeous. I love the final look, and I hope you also enjoyed it. And I'm gonna leave the links of everything that I used today in this video. I'm gonna leave it in the description box below. So I want to thank you guys for coming over, and I want to wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.